Obi-Wan! Dr. Bindi's escaping! He's at the landing platform!
All right, I'm on my way.
Hey, what's happening, everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I'm here to give you guys my unboxing and review of one of my new favorite clone troopers in my collection. That is none other than the Sideshow Collectibles Bomb Squad Clone Trooper. In fact, this guy was so cool and unique looking to the point where just having one on the shelf was a bit off-putting compared to everyone else, either in their 501st colors or in the red here. And so just to kind of make it feel a little bit more complete, I had to, of course, pick up a second one. Would like to maybe get two more down the road, but it really depends on what kind of deals I could find. Now, if you are kind of curious about price range, I don't remember the original cost of the trooper, but since you're going to find these guys on the secondhand market only, they range from as low as $250 to as high as $350, just so that we guys have an idea. Now, some of you may not recognize the Bomb Squad Clone Trooper and are kind of curious, when were these guys seen? What episode? What season? These guys were actually shown all the way back in Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 1 in the story arc Blue Shadow Virus. Just to kind of give you the rough idea of the episode is that you had this mad doctor pretty much revive a deadly virus called, well, the Blue Shadow Virus. Now, the original version of the virus, if I'm not mistaken, originally affected the water source of a planet, but he decided to evolve the virus into a more airborne toxic, and to the point where if any of the bombs that contain these viruses were to go off on any planet in an unsecured area, then pretty much it would devastate an entire planet just like that. That's how deadly this thing is. A lot worse than what we're dealing with, of course. And well, eventually Obi-Wan managed to aid Ahsoka and lead the bomb squad into the actual bomb room. And I have to say, just rewatching the episode, you know, there was a total of 4 troopers in that squad, and they managed to disarm every single one of those bombs, including the missing bomb that was with Padme because the little droid ended up having it. So these guys were definitely good at their job. And I was also kind of curious whatever happened to these guys, and because, well, we never got to see them later on in the Clone Wars. And the other thing is that I believe 2 of them actually ended up dying in the second episode because the virus actually did go off, courtesy of the little droid, unfortunately. And 2 of the bomb squad troopers were actually with Padme and Jar Jar Binks. And ever since the bomb went off, I never saw them for the rest of the episode. As for the other 2, I assume they were off planet dealing with the containments of the Blue Shadow virus, trying to get rid of them or whatever. But, you know, it was unfortunate that we never got to see these guys yet again. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pretty much change the camera views around and take a closer look at the Bomb Squad Clone Trooper. Alright, so here is the initial packaging for the Sideshow Collectibles Bomb Squad Clone Trooper Ordnance Specialist. As you can see, he's got a very nice portrait here on the very front. Same thing here on the side, kind of giving you guys some ideas of what possible posing options you definitely want to do for this guy. And he's definitely got some pretty neat accessories, making him a lot different compared to all the other clone troopers that you get from the lineup, which they all tend to come with the same thing, but this guy does come with a few extra things that are a little bit different. And of course, on the inside, you do get a window display. As I mentioned before, I wish when they changed the packaging, I wish they would have done a backstory for each character yet again. But unfortunately, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and remove them off the packaging. And even though I have 2 of them, I'm only going to be unboxing one because they're obviously the same thing. But when I pose, I'll bring in the other one just to show why I had to get 2. Just because just having one wasn't enough, and just having 2 in a collection makes them stand out a lot more. So here's everything here. So very simple, where everything's pretty much stacked on one another. So in the first box here, we are going to get a good chunk of the accessories. Put this down here. So again, as before, we get the long rifle, which in the show they actually were with Obi-Wan using this rifle rather than the smaller one. You also get 2 extra little feats here. Again, so if you want to pose them in a running stance, you do have that option, but these are just things that I never use. But I like the difference in terms of the colorization of the character. You do have one flat out right hand. You do have a thumbs up for the left hand. You do have two of the kind of cradle hands here for left and right. So if you were posing him either right-handed or left-handed for holding the rifle. You do get a unique hand with this one, which is not in any of the other clone troopers here. This one is in more of a grasping hand, and you'll see here in just a second what that's going to be used for, which I will be using for my pose for sure. We also have a right hand finger point, one finger pointing. We do have a left and right hand trigger hands here, so you can go ahead and make them right or left-handed, of course. And you also have the backpack here, which let me kind of move this out of the way now. And here is the backpack with their signature right on there. Of course, this guy is going to be weathered up. He's not going to be a shiny trooper, that's for sure. This guy has seen a lot of action, which again, I wish we got to see more of this character. It really kind of bothers me that we have such a unique trooper here. We only see them in 2 episodes. In fact, 2 of them I know for sure ended up dying in one of those episodes. We also have a left hand 2-finger point with the fingers sticking outwards. And we also have another unique hand to this character, which as you can see, this is what this one looks like. And this one is actually going to be used to hold his tool that he actually comes included. So 2 special unique hands that are only included with this guy right here. We actually do have a tool here. It only comes with one kind of tool here, just for clipping wires and stuff like that. I kind of wish there was maybe some additional ones here, just to kind of have some variety. You also have the smaller version of the weapon. And then the other unique accessory here for this guy is that you actually get 2 sets of bombs. And giving you guys a close up here, you actually do get a symbol on one. And what's neat too is that these things actually do open up, kind of pretty much exposing that blue shadow virus. So very neat. Like I said, just a squad of 4 of these guys, they disarmed over 100-something bombs and no time flat. That's pretty much how good these guys were. I mean, again, I don't know if the actual episode was in length, or maybe there was a lot more time that we saw. But just going based on the actual length of the episode, these guys were quick and efficient in what they did. Of course, you also get your stand as well, along with the trooper. And I have to say, this guy looks great with the weathering and everything. And I'm glad they did a really good job with the weathering, because if he was just a bright solid orange, I probably would not have been satisfied with this guy. But to see like the dirt and the grime, especially in the upper areas and towards the arms here, again, this guy just looks very, very well done. Again, my camera might pick him up a little bit different in person. On the left shoulder pad here, we do have that symbol yet again that's on the backpack, the ordnance symbol. We do have quite a bit of grime here, especially on the right arm here. Check. My camera focus is a little bit weird, but hopefully the posing will pick him up a lot better. Just kind of place him on the stand here. This stand's a little bit kind of weird, because when I got this one secondhand, the stand had these pegs sticking all the way out. So if he's not set up right, he kind of has it where he's doing the splits somewhat. But there is the Ordnance Trooper, and like I said, this guy is great. The backpack works the same way. You could just basically loop it or clip it into place, and there's also a little magnet there as well that to help secure it just a little bit more. I tend to like to pose him with the backpack, or you can kind of pose him maybe kneeling down, just arming the bomb with the backpack wide open like he's trying to grab tools and whatnot, which is why I think adding some additional tools would have been pretty nice with this guy here. As far as the special hand here goes, you just basically have it to where you bring the tool outward, and there's no like plug or anything like that. You just have it to where it pretty much looks like that. That's how he's holding it. Very simple. As for the other hand here, the much more of a grasping hand here, you could pretty much bring one of these bombs over and pretty much having it like he's holding a bomb, which works out very well. So I'm glad that we incorporated an accessory like that. Now, just like with all the clone troopers, I mean, they're pretty much going to have the same posability options. I mean, again, up and down movement within the head. This one is a little bit tight just because I think the fabric is kind of pinched in, so I just have to kind of remove the helmet in order to fix that. As for the arms, again, if you take this little elbow piece here, kind of move it off to the side, you can get a little bit more of a bend in there for the arms, but again, there's always going to be that limitation because of well, the armor that's going on with the troopers. Whatnot, of course, you'll be able to get those nice bends within the legs here, so you can get them in a nice, more of a kneeling down pose, again, like they're disarming a bomb. But like I said, just the amount of detail on this guy with the orange and the weathering, he definitely stands out as a unique piece on the shelf with all the other clone troopers. And I kind of wish we had more unique pieces because we really don't have too many of them, even though we never got to see too many of them on the show. In fact, I'm kind of bummed that we've never got the Republic Commandos. I mean, we have Gregor, but we've never had a Gregor figure. But let me know what you guys think of the Bomb Squad Clone Trooper in the comment section down below. And if you guys are going to be asking me, did I purposely wear a Cheez-Its t-shirt because this guy is orange and Cheez-Its is orange? The answer is yes. That's my reason why. I was going to do some weird goofball non-sponsored promo in the beginning, but I decided to kind of go against it. So I just figured this was the best way to go about it. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think about this trooper in the comment section down below. And if you maybe have recently watched or have never seen the Blue Shadow Virus story arc, let me know in the comment section down below. Until then, I am SirJames, and don't forget that this Friday, I'm going to be giving you guys my review on the Kanan Jarrus lightsaber. But until then, I hope you guys look forward to the next video, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hacker droids have gotten a hold of the virus containers. I don't know, but I don't want to be around when they set it off.